obviously things got worse. But they also got taken care of too. They at least had a place. They were in Egypt. They were in slavery. They were afflicted. God heard the words. He's saying, I have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows. And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them out of that land unto a good land, and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey. And this is good stuff. And of course, we know the story. The people are freed. But then they goof up. And then they have to walk around the wilderness for 40 years. Leviticus chapter 26, verses 12 through 15. And I will walk among you and will be your God, and you shall be my people. I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, that you should not be their bondmen. And I have broken the bands of your yoke, and made you go upright. But if you will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, if you shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that you will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, you're in trouble. Well, we know what happens. Hosea chapter 1, verses 6 through 10. And she conceived again and bare a daughter, and God said unto him, Call her name Lo-Ruhamah, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their God, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen. Now when she had weaned Lo-Ruhamah, she conceived and bare a son. Then said God, Call his name Lo-Ammi, for you are not my people, and I will not be your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, You are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, You are the sons of the living God. God is very angry. You are not my people. And yet, he still loves them. And I say loves in the present tense, even though we're talking about past history, because really, nothing has changed. We wear different clothes, we're in a different climate, but nothing has changed. We do wrong. He hates it. We sin because we're made of flesh, we're human, and we're full of it. And he loves us anyhow. We're selfish most of the time, and he knows that. And still, well, happy Resurrection Sunday. Isaiah chapter 53, verses 1 through 12. Isaiah chapter 53, verses 1 through 12. Who hath believed our report? And to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He hath no form, no comeliness. And when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows, and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Remember last Sunday we were talking about people that were looking at Jesus saw a certain something, saw a certain somebody, and Jesus turned out not to be that at all. Yeah, we didn't like that. We really didn't like that. That goofed us up for years. Still is. He was despised and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did not esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted, but he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And with his stripes we are healed. All we, like sheep, have gone astray. We have turned, everyone to his own way. And the Lord hath laid on him, the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before his shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked, and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand, not ours. We have some people that think they can instigate the second coming. Boy, are they dumb. Boy, are they stupid. It's in whose hands? God's. The Lord's hands. The pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in the hands of Christ. He shall see of the travail of his soul and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant, justify many. For he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death. And he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Our next hymn is going to be instrumental. David Stewart is going to play two instrumental verses, and then we're going to sing verses 1 and 3 of hymn number 564, Christ Arose.
I want to praise the Lord because the glasses that I had, last time I played, I had to sit down and couldn't see very well because the bifocals they made are crazy, net glasses. Then I was messing around on the back windshield of my car, and there's a pair of glasses that I like better.